This mountain came to symbolize my journey with my dad, because for me, the journey of forgiveness and reconciliation was the hardest mountain that I ever had to climb. Reconciliation, I think, is even harder, because it takes two people who are ready and want to reconcile. So my relationship with him has been very sporadic and very painful. And there's a lot of emotions that come with that, especially I think every child wants a father. And not having a father was really, really difficult. I was in a really bad place emotionally, because when you're in the pit of despair, a lot of times you can't see a way out. And you're overcome by emotion, you're overcome by the darkness. And my heart definitely was sick. My heart needed help. After about a year, I was at the doctor, and all the blood tests and everything that we'd done had come back clear. And it was just the most amazing moment when my doctor turned to me and he was like, "Ash, this is grief." And he was able to just help me also understand that it's okay, that grief is a very important process for each of us. And people understand when you lose somebody that you grieve, but it's a little harder to understand when that person is still alive, but you have to still grieve the loss of them never being there for you or never being part of your life. It was in this place of desperation and pain that I was able to surrender to God and answer his invitation, "Will you come up the mountain with me?" And my relationship with God grew in an incredible way in the process of meeting and reconciling with my dad. And I think God wants to heal us all. We all have father wounds. Every single one of us probably has a father wound. Some father wounds are deeper than others, but the Lord wants to heal us and show us that he is a perfect father and someone that we can trust and someone that we can count on. And so the invitation I felt was God asking me to forgive my dad for being absent, for being passive, for not being part of my life, and in return to receive his love, his unconditional love. And it's only the perfect love of God that enables us to love people that it's hard to love. And through the process, I've realized that love is a choice. Just like forgiveness, the feelings aren't always there, but when you choose to love, the feelings do come. And even when they don't, there's a real victory in your heart when you're able to love in spite of the circumstances. In Song of Songs, it talks about coming up the mountain of suffering love. And the invitation that God was asking me in this journey was to understand his love at a deeper level. Not only to understand how much he loved me and how much he suffered in order to show me that he loved me, but that I could also enter into that suffering love and be able to love my dad. And that there was something beautiful even in the suffering. The journey with my dad was such a winter. It was cold and hard and dark, and I really wanted to arrive in Canada during the spring because I felt it's symbolic of the new season and the new things that God has in store. And I felt the Lord speak to me out of Song of Songs. And in Song of Songs, chapter 2, it talks about the season of hiding is over and gone. The barren winter is over. It's the season of the flowers. The flowers are whispering. Change is in the air. And for me, this journey to Canada and meeting my dad in the spring, I felt this was really symbolic, that it was a new season. God was doing new things, and there was something beautiful ahead.